her, can't wait to see him. And so you are not romantically involved with anybody.
I did sleep with him. But we don't talk about it.
Look at.
You understand, I called you as a witness first, and I asked you if you were seeing anybody, didn't I?
I'm not seeing him. He lives in
Oh,
Chattanooga.
you just having sex with him?
Yeah.
I had sex with him twice.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, I did sleep with him. Now I have
But we
slept with
don't
him
text
multiple
about
times.
He lives in Chattanooga. I slept with him twice.
Right.
Where?
And 2 times in a hotel.
Oh,
Where?
One time in a hotel, one time in a hotel.
Where?
you're still married.
First time was Nashville. Second time was in Murfreesboro.
Oh, you travel around the country for dick.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got something pretty good, man. We get to pretty much see how the system is working against your man, right? How a lot of, these court systems have it set up to where women can essentially do anything and they can still initiate the divorce and still get half your stuff, which is crazy, right? They still end up getting full custody of the children. That's crazy, right? The woman can sit over here, cheat on this man, do all the 9 yards and still end up getting custody or still end up getting alimony from the man, right? It's really sad. It's really sad. Very rare do you see men win cases like this, right? Now, this one is very crazy, right? And maybe and just maybe the judge did the right thing because she was probably on camera. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. But the fact that the man has to go through all of this and he has to sit in court, has to waste his time and money dealing with this chick. Now, at the end of the day, that's the woman that he picked, right? That is the woman that he picked. So can't nobody really get upset about the whole situation but himself. But he's trying to get himself out of the situation. Well, granted, from my understanding, she's the one that's trying to initiate the divorce and get half his things. And this is what we see on a daily basis. And a lot of people say, well, this group right here, this specific gender has it harder than this gender over here, this male gender over here. But before we even get into it, man, do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, and leave me a subscribe. So, man, look, shout out to MTR. He's the one that made this video. Like I said, I just happened to be scrolling through Instagram and I just happened to come across it on my timeline. So I was like, whoa, let me watch this video. And it's definitely juicy. So look, man, we ain't about to watch the whole thing, but we definitely about to watch this clip. Let's go ahead and jump into it.
Is it that you want the house sold?
Well, Jody mentioned that as well because
I didn't ask what he did. I asked, why do you want it sold?
Or my client can answer the question.
So moving on, she actually addresses right here the allegations that she's cheating on her husband.
So you are also communicating with another gentleman now, aren't you?
I have a friend that I text, but I'm not
A male friend.
Yes.
That you are anticipating and romantically texting, correct?
He lives in Chattanooga, so
I mean, that's where he lives.
Okay. No, we don't talk like that.
You
He's
don't
a
talk that-
support a friend because I'm going through this and I need a friend. And I don't have a lot of girlfriends that really care, so I'm reaching out to him as a...
We're going to subpoena your text records from him.
Oh.
And I'm asking you right.
So, of course, she's doing what a lot of women like to do. They like to try to beat around the bush, try to pretty much answer everything but the question, trying to drag this guy in and try to divert all attention to him. It's sad. It's pathetic because this is a tactic a lot, and I mean a lot of women use in the court. Generally, them just crying, man, will just be enough, right? You see the judge asking her a question and she's saying, well, yeah, well, Joe also said, well, I'm not asking about Joe. Yeah, I was texting them, but it's just, I'm lonely. I need a friend. I really don't have female friends and yada, yada, yada. You don't have female friends. You don't have female friends. I'm pretty sure there's probably some of your female friends telling you, hey man, let's go ahead and try to run off on this guy with his money. Let's try to run off on this guy with his money. You might as well, since you don't like him anymore, you don't want to be with him anymore, you might as well go ahead and run off with his money, right? Talking about you don't have friends, but you got parents, I'm pretty sure, right? You got cousins, you got brothers, you got sisters. Talk to them. But no, once again, you want to use the excuse, well, I need a companion, I need somebody to talk to me, I need somebody, man, to help me through this troubling time that I'm putting myself through, right? Because once again, from my understanding, it seems like she is the one initiating divorce and wants all of his stuff, and she's the one that was cheating. Doesn't make any sense, right? Doesn't make any sense. But this judge about to pull out some of these receipts, literally, and we're about to see, man, what's about to go down.
We've already established that you embellish or tell falsehoods. And I'm asking you right now to create a record because we have a court reporter. They are not romantic in nature. Is that correct? Yes or no?
We don't really talk like that over text.
Yes or no?
message.
Not
I
to
guess
the
I just
point
don't
of
look at it that way.
not what y'all are going to do when your divorce is over.
And essentially, the judge is trying to get her to pretty much put it on record, right? To let everybody know that, hey, man, look, just tell us the truth, right? Tell us the truth. Even though we got the truth in our hand, just tell us the truth. And the judge acknowledged, right? She acknowledges the fact that this woman lies, right? She said, man, we already know that you embellish a lot of your stories, that you sit over here and lie. I mean, like, once again, like, like, and that's one thing about me is I don't see how people can still lie when somebody already has the answer and they know they got the answer to it. You know, they have the answer to the question they're asking you, but they want to see if you're telling it.
Can't wait to see him. And so you are not romantically involved with anybody.
I did sleep with him. But we don't talk about it.
Look at.
You understand, I called you as a witness first, and I asked you if you were seeing anybody, didn't I?
I'm not seeing him. He lives in
Oh,
China.
you're just having sex with him.
Yeah.
I had sex with him twice.
Twice. Oh, I did sleep with him. Now I have
But we
slept with
don't
him
text
multiple
about
times.
Lives in Chattanooga. I slept with him twice.
Where?
And 2 times in a hotel.
Oh,
Where?
One time in a hotel, one time in a hotel.
Where?
you're still married.
First time was Nashville. Second time was in Murfreesboro.
Oh, you travel around the
Okay.
country for dick.
You did. So you're looking for somebody else to start taking care of.
Yeah.
No, I don't want him. We don't even really talk now because I thought I was going to work it out with my husband.
This guy chose the absolute wrong woman to marry. 3 baby fathers for 3 children. Was pregnant when he proposed, and 3 months after she popped the baby out, married her.
Your Honor, if I could, I'm here on behalf of my client, Mr. Joseph Tootle. We filed a complaint for absolute divorce. In this matter, it's a very, very short-term marriage. The parties were just married in September of 2023. And what we have, Your Honor, is that the crux of this case, and really the only asset of this marriage, comes down to the parties prior to their marriage purchased a home at 1047 Yellow Creek Highway. My client put down a significant down payment on the home. Well, the down payment was put prior to the marriage, and the purchase was right after the parties married. The property is approximately between $700,000 and $800,000 home, has a significant mortgage on it. What we're asking, Your Honor, is for exclusive possession of the home. Mrs. Botnick, again, this is a short-term marriage. Mrs. Botnick has 3 children from prior relationships. In fact, she was with child at the time of the party's marriage that is not my client's child.
What?
And she has just
was
finished another
pregnant?
custody matter with that child's father. And again, she's not contributing financially. They purchased a vehicle that she is driving. And we are asking that she and the children, and she's allowed her mother, Miss Carol Ledford, to move into the home also.
The mama's
So there's
there.
6 people cohabitating in this home, and my client is having to pay all of the financial responsibility of the home. So it's our request that she be ordered to vacate the premises, or in the alternative, given the fact that herself, her 3 children, and her mother are living there, that my client pays 1/6, and she pays 5/6 of all the expenses associated with the home. The home, again, we're going to have an issue. The home has just been purchased. It's very unlikely that there's significant equity. She is not in a position, it's our claim that she's not in a position to buy my client out of the home or get the home refinanced into her own name.
Okay.
But she is not contributing, and she has now begun having extramarital relations, and as a result of that, we want her out of the house.
Ooh, that lawyer good. That lawyer is good. She's like, oh, and she's out here sucking. She's out here sucking it, right? She's out here sucking it and plucking it, right? So we need to throw that in there, right? We need to throw, not only does she have kids by other men, right? Not only was she pregnant from what it sounds like she was pregnant while this dude married. It was crazy, right? Crazy. This guy married her while she was still pregnant with another man's child. It is wild, right? It's disgusting, actually, right? And the fact that this man still chose to lay down with it and say, you know what? Will you marry me? What did you see? What did you see? What did you see? Could not have saw much, right? But from what it looked like, man, he saw enough. He saw enough. And that's sad, bro. And that's really sad. And the fact that this is how a lot of your women are being raised today. This is how a lot of your women are thinking today. A lot of your women think, man, they can just get over on guys by doing stuff like this. And it works. A lot of times it works. You look at all these athletes, you look at all these celebrities, man, who end up dealing with a chick and then they end up having a kid with the chick. Next thing you know, they divorce. The woman end up walking away with half of the stuff. All you see is so-and-so owes this woman this much in child support, owes this much, in alimony, settle the divorce or whatever with this much money. And it's like, it's always the man giving the woman money. You never see it the other way around. But what is funny is the women today, especially your sisters, love the double standard so much that if they see a man sitting over here living off a woman, right? Even though, hey, like, let's just say the relationship may fail or whatever, and the woman has to pay that man for any reason, she could be slapped dead in the wrong. Women will always call that man a bum. Women will always give that woman the benefit of the doubt. Well, why did she divorce? Well, he must have did something, for her to feel this way, or, it's always going to be the guy's fault. And it's always going to be the woman is the victim. And that's sad, because when the shoes is reversed and the man is having to pay up, guess what? The woman will sit over here. Yes, he needs to. The woman could be in the wrong. The man could divorce this woman. The woman could be completely in the wrong. Women will still defend that woman. Women will still defend her. The woman will still say that man still needs to pay up. And it's sad, because once again, you have proof and evidence to show that these women are lying, and nothing happens, right? Nothing happens. The guy still has to pay up. The guy still has to cough up. The guy's life is destroyed, all because of a woman. And it's because of the power the system gives these women. And it's sad, right? It's really sad.
Sucker married her when it sounds like she had 3 kids. One was currently cooking at the point of marriage, does not make any money, moved her mama in, and is now cheating on him. Absolutely ridiculous work. But the information of interest is that down payment on home, which he wants her out of, and rightfully so if she's cheating. Down payment was made prior to marriage, but then the house wasn't closed on until they were married. This guy made so many mistakes.
The approximate purchase price was $800,000. 20% was paid down, which is approximately $160,000
by the man. She ain't paid none of it, and her name's on the deed.
We have filed before the court today as a motion to sell the marital residence, and we would propose that upon its sale, the net proceeds be paid into court, and then we can proceed with the divorce.
Wow.
In that regard, but I would submit to the court there's no basis to grant Mr. Tootle exclusive possession of the marital home. Ms. Bachnick's name is on the deed. It's a marital asset, and submit that she's entitled to reside there just as much as he is.
Wow. This is what happens when you take on liabilities. She had all of their kids and you said yes. She had no way to make significant income and you still said yes. She moved her mama in and you still said yes. You put her name on the deed.
State your name, please, ma'am.
Jordan Lindsay Bachnick,
And Ms. Bodick, where do you work?
Envision Healthcare.
And what do you do for Envision Healthcare?
I'm an AP specialist.
And what's that mean?
Accounts payable. I work for the same company as Joseph.
And what is your rate of pay?
$22 an hour.
You work 40 hours a week?
Yes, ma'am.
And you have 3 children by how many different men?
3.
And how much child support do you get?
I give child support 1 kid and $697.
$697 for what child?
1 child. And I don't get child support from the other 2.
What child do you get the $190?
Sailor, the baby.
Not only was she a single mother, but she was a single mother 3x by 3 other different men. And you still said yes to all of that. This is why there's so much literature or so much media that expect men to be these altruistic, forever forgiving of a woman's past. Meanwhile, her past was the biggest red flag, but you submitted yourself to the red flag the size of Halley's Comet For what? Damn, did he walk into this?
It's quite sad, man. It's quite sad. And shout out to MTR. Shout out to MTR for the great commentary. But once again, it's quite sad, man, because once again, at the end of the day, he is the one who said yes to it. He is the one who said, hey, babe, do you want to marry me? Will you marry me? And you seeing most of this, you're seeing most of the red flags before you even bought the ring. And this is what you end up getting. And once again, this just also shows the power that a lot of women hold. It just shows the power that a lot of women hold. And it's sad, right? It's sad because once again, they will always see this stuff and still try to undercut men. They will always see this stuff and say, well, that's not all women. Well, most of your women are doing it. Even some of your women who are good women, who claim to be good women, right? Who sometimes we might even claim to be good women, will still be the type of person to do something like this. Maybe not have all these children, but still put the man through hell, put the man through court and take half his shit. Y'all do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, leave me a subscribe.